What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me on this LUNC CLASSIC video. Now we have some pretty big updates around reshuffling of the L1 team, and right now USC is looking pretty good. LUNC CLASSIC outperforming the market. So I need to investigate precisely exact thing is continuing, and for every one of you out there that are interested who or what he's been constructed at present on the Terra Classic blockchain, going to take you the entire way through that video. So make certain to buy into the ensure you push fully informed regarding all that along on the digital currency market. So, we should investigate that worldwide market and see what's happening now. The market has begun to move as of now. You can see BTC there 29932. We could see a retest at 30,000 ETH holding at 1895 XRP with a slight pullback, not inappropriate. We sort of anticipated it. We discussed that on my live stream this evening, as well as eliminated a couple of others. In any case, in the event that we head down the market, LUNC CLASSIC having a very decent day today, the 79th most elevated position, digital money demolishing $35 million in volume, 24% up. You can see that beating BTC by around 24%. Apologies, excuse me, 2.24%. Mark disturbing about $511 million. So all things considered, in the event that you investigate the one-day graph, all the multi-day, we are really seeing some degree of combination with a slight vertical pattern coming from that base end about the 20th of July. So what do we have? What's coming up? Indeed, we got the declaration from Long-Born Armed Force, as well as they were continuing on and they were not ready to be docked, and the remainder of it. So we haven't. Not excuse me, an update from the group over at the L1 group around that Q3 episode says ongoing occasion and the flight of two key L1 individuals. I tracked down it important to declare our heading pushing ahead. While these takeoffs have impacted group elements, they're in no way, shape or form frustrate or activities or any place our obligation to the Q3 goals. The arrangement continues as before. What's more, the jobs acquire as per the recently framed proposition accessible at the one group. So generally we are remaining something very similar. The viewpoint is something very similar, however there is a slight change in staff as well as liability. So obligation division colleagues look Benami until will be successfully embraced by the leftover colleagues, however they are currently possibly putting another person in there. So, what is the concentration? While USC, that is the huge focal point of sort of the L1 group, in that USTC Algo Quant group, which I believe is extremely fascinating in getting that rapid endeavors. We talked a smidgen on that video yesterday of the primary run of a Binance USTC matching and how that would look as an algorithmic stable coin. Exceptionally intriguing outcomes were very great as an underlying run. As far as framework, keep on creating on the L1 contributing engineer insight, foundation and the participation, we've begun to see this. The groups meeting up must be something beneficial for LUNC CLASSIC at this point. What we have seen, however, is that Vin will assume control over the Lindburn Armed Forces job, and at last Iron Man will assume control over Burns project, the board side of things, and afterward Till's job as an agreement support foundation designer will be properly filled by a reasonable competitor. Oh, we are hoping to bring another person in now as far as planning, which I generally believes what is significant to recollect, that will remain with that group and afterward possibly unallocated reserves return toward the finish of the Q3 cycle. Presently we are as yet trusting that 2 discounts will return from the L1 group. So once more, we'll watch out for precisely exact thing that seems to be, and afterward there has been a slight change to the renunciation strategy, so anybody that they get, should know about that. Ideally we won't see additional individuals leave, however I truly do believe it means a lot to reference at that. So look, nothing especially changes with the concentration. I feel that more popularity around USC must be something good. So taking a gander at the diagram, intriguing to see. We see USC on a 7.5% move today, and really the graph is solid. We were discussing this on my live stream. From the bottoms here that we had about the 19th of July, this is a truly pleasant vertical pattern, and the present moment is hanging on that multi-day EMA, hoping to push up our side, moving all around well. Volume actually could do with somewhat more, however this is something positive. As we see the additional fascinating terms of USC rehash, we begin to get a portion of those experimental outcomes emerging. This is possibly the very thing we can see, which is most certainly going to be up moving on the rear of that Terra Classic, doing the very same. This is a pleasant vertical pattern from these bottoms here right off the bat Thursday. We're beginning to push up in the business sectors. We really might see a retest of the 9s, which would be phenomenal given the reality we haven't been up there for a long while. So we'll simply feature the 9s and provide you with a viewpoint as far as where that is. We really came and almost retested here. Guys, that is a big update. If you guys enjoy the content, you want to stay up to date. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.